Hello everybody and welcome to our new series we're going to be doing, Open Roads. It's not meant to be a long game, but I'm also going to be doing it differently to what I usually do with games, where I usually upload and then schedule each part. This I'm going to do and then upload all of it together, and you can watch them all whenever you want. From what I'm guessing, it's a mum and daughter go on a road trip. They leave home. This is where I've gathered from the information of what I've read on it so far. And then they go to some other old family places and explore. So I'm looking forward to it, because I like lore-friendly games. And I also I did start it a little earlier, but I didn't actually do anything. I just wanted to see if it worked properly. Yeah, the graphics are kind of cool, because there's two different styles of graphics that they've got. They've got like this cartoony graphic for the characters, but they've got like a more like a realistic for everything else. Let's have a look closer. Flip over. Me, Mum and Grandma, Helen, Grandma's 80th. Mum wants me to pack up my room to get ready for the move next week. It's taken a while, but I'm pretty close. Just a few things left before I can cross it off my to-do list. Guess we've got to pack up her room. All-night movie marathon. Pack up poster. Pick up hairbrush, pack up. Oh, there's another photo there. Pick up photo. Flip over. When Dad came back and visited. So where is he then? I wonder where their dad is. Pick up Jackalope.
Nevada. Home to all manner of folksy cryptids and cool dads.
That's cool. Pack up. Pick up matchbooks. This is pretty cool. Open. Read. Oh, it's all dates. Okay. I can't read any more. Oh, it's sad. I was kind of hoping we could read more of it. Pack up. Pick up cup. Put back. Yeah, that's rubbish. We don't need that. Birthday card. Obviously you're going to pack that up. Oh, I forgot it. Happy belated birthday. Sorry for the lateness, Tessa Bear. Things get away from me here, but you're always on my mind. We'll call soon. Can't wait, Dad. Ooh. Jar of tacks. Photo strip. That's her dad. Me and Dad. What? Because on the newspaper, aliens are here and they want your favourite recipes. I married Bigfoot. Pack up. Pick up note. Search spots. Pack up. And there's like a news clipping here. What's this? The hunt for buried bootlegger treasure. Let's read it. The hunt for buried bootlegger treasure. Local myth or fortune in hiding by Tess Devine. Prohibition in America was meant to stop people across the country from drinking alcohol in bars and their homes. But what it achieved was creating a booming industry of illegal alcohol imports, especially from Canada. Much of this so-called bootlegging was done in dead of night, ferrying barrels of alcohol across the border and huge sums of cash back to Canada. But much of this money was stashed, hidden, buried stateside by bootleggers for safekeeping until the coast was cleared to bring it home. some of that illicit treasure must have been left behind when bootleggers were arrested by the authorities or killed in underworld dealings gone wrong. The locations of these abandoned caches of riches may be lost to time, but hints and clues remain. My father and I have spent many a summer vacation tracking down potential spots to search for this left behind bootlegger gold. None yet successful, but these local legends and the history behind them is fascinating to learn more. Things that she did with her dad. Mr. Bunn. Leaving the plant, leaving... Oh! Didn't realise we could put the radio on. Pick up work shirt.
Guess I'll have to pack this after my next shift.
So she's still got to go back to work. I wonder if we'll be doing that or they'll just continue without it. Pick up bubble wrap. Oh, pop. Computer, we can't interact with the computer. Plane ticket.
Better leave these where Mom won't see them.
Oh, hang on. Never forget marking the anniversary of 9/11. Yeah, paying for homecoming, page 7. Yeah, never forget marking the anniversary of 9/11. Our lives all changed on that fateful day 2 years ago. Greenville students share their remembrances. Like all kids in America and across the world, the students of Greenville High lives were changed forever on September 11, 2001. Have you heard the news from your parents that morning or saw the reports on TV? You're certain to remember where you were that fateful moment. Yeah, I was actually at school in one of my lessons actually, and we just happened to turn the TV on. We never usually put the TV on, but we put the TV on. It was like on the news straight away, and we just saw the towers, like, with smoke coming from them. It was like, what the heck? And then when I got home, I saw like the rest of it, and I was like, my God, that's just, it's just so bad. Such a terrible thing to happen. As 2 years, the threat of terrorism has become part of our everyday lives, as have terms like weapons of mass destruction from the moment that planes hit the World Trade Center towers. We knew things would never be the same. As American troops enter Iraq, the conversation has changed to one between people who demand we support our troops and those who argue that George W. Bush and Donald Rumsfeld reasons for war aren't justified. But today is a day to mourn those over 6,000 people whose lives were lost 2 years ago, and appreciate the sacrifices of volunteers, first responders and community members who leapt into action when they were most... Yeah, so many heroes. Nail polish. Pick up invoice. Okay. Pack up the cup. Nail polish. Oh, what's that done there? Anything else? Okay, about the coke tankers, who cares about them?
Oh, right. I was supposed to feed you. Poor little guy.
Pick up note. Hey Tess, we're doing a movie night at your place. Yes? Yes we are. What movies are you bringing from work? It is comedy, double feature night. I'll give you one clue as to which movies they're going to be. What is it? I already gave it to you. Tess, don't do this to me. You have your clue. DVD covers. DVD clue, Tim Curry. DVD clue, Alessia Silverstone, a rich and glamorous high school student, tries to transform a few new people into the most popular girl at school but fights over plans. 6 strangers are invited to a mysterious mansion for dinner, but when their host turns up dead, everyone becomes a suspect. Cool. What's in the other drawers? Nothing. Oh, hang on, there's a card there. Could have missed that. Pick up birthday card. Who's got this big? Happy birthday, Teresa. It's always so much fun to have you visit. I can't wait till next time. I'm so proud of you, your business, and the kind of woman you're becoming. All my love, Aunt August. Nothing in that one. Open trash bin. Dementia tips from a teenage grandson. Does her grandma get dementia and she looked it up? You're in a family matters, dementia. I actually work in a nursing home, so I have to deal with this. Dementia's terrible. Watching people forget their loved ones is not a good. It's not an easy thing to see. When a beloved grandparent begins to experience dementia, it can be really hard. Learned a lot since my own grandmother started showing signs. I hope these tips can help you too. 1. It's more than just memory loss. Dementia can bring on behaviour changes like becoming more stubborn or irritable, even if they were never like that before. Just remember that that's not their real personality coming through. Do your best to take it stride. Yeah, that's the thing that you have to do when you do look after anybody with dementia. You always have to consider the fact that that's not them. Just because the way they're acting doesn't mean that is them. To be adaptable, you'll quickly learn which questions your grandparent has trouble answering. Learn to change the subject from things that are difficult, upsetting. If you say something wrong, don't worry, take it as a learning experience. You have to be... kind of have like the gift of the gab with some. 3. Look on the bright side. When they can't remember a name or event, don't correct them. Just act like anybody might forget that kind of thing. Stay positive, yet never argue. The thing that we always learnt is never argue with someone with dementia. You're not going to win. Even if they are wrong in what they're saying, it doesn't matter. You're not going to win an argument. Sometimes you have to agree. If someone says it's daytime, it's night time, you just agree and say, yeah, it is a lovely day. Pick up yearbook. We never had one of these at school. Let's have a read. See you next year. Have an awesome summer, Brooke. Class of 2003. Next year we rule the school, Alison. Extra. Read all about it. It was awesome working with you on the newspaper this year. See you in the funny pages, Brian. I'm the first to sign your crack, Jason. Oh God. Francine was here. Hey Busty, wanted to make sure you wouldn't miss this message. Now anybody else who signs this will know I'm your bestie, not them. Let's have a great summer this summer. Movie night every night, Francine. That's actually a cool way of writing it. Write it in the crack. What's this? Head downstairs. Okay.
Taz?
Yeah?
Come down to the basement. There's something I want to show you.
The basement?
Hey, don't go down to the basement.
What is it?
Oh, it's nothing really. Remember, this?
What the hell?
Ah!
What is it?
What is it?
It's of the dog we had growing up, Lady. Your Aunt August made it when she was a kid.
My God. And Aunt August isn't a rich and famous artist now?
Well, she is one of those things. Not a famous artist, though.
We've still got a little while before we actually move out, right? Like a week?
Yeah, about.
The estate sale was weird. Having all those people in the house, picking through Grandma's stuff. I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, me too.
Are you okay? Mom.
We took care of your grandmother right up to the end, and
now they're selling the house out from under us. I know.
want to just take a minute and look around and see what's left. I haven't really gone through everything since the sale ended.
Yeah, me neither. That sounds really nice. Just looking through what's still here. Aside from this hell picture.
Amazing that no one bought it, right?
Just shocking.
So you're all packed up, right? Good to go?
Ugh. Oh my god.
Just remember that it needs to be done by Wednesday so we can get everything out of here on time.
I know.
Okay, so now we get a bit of backstory. They aren't actually moving out. They're being forced out of their grandma's house that they lived with because they were looking after her when she had dementia. That's so cruel. Okay, so most of Grandma's Helen's stuff was sold off in the estate, so I haven't really had a chance to look around and see what's left until now. That is so bloody sad. This is going to be a sad game. Pick up book. Open. Read. No one gives advice like Millie. Life. With her wit, wisdom and ineffable tact, dear Millie has been charming readers for over 15 years. Found in newspapers nationwide, Millie doles out sage advice to over 5 million readers weekly. Gathered here for the first time are some of the most engaging responses from the sage of the Midwest on matters of home, parenting and romance. There's never been a question that Millie can't handle.
Grandma's advice column was popular, wasn't it?
For a little while, yeah.
I felt really lucky that I got to ask her for advice face to face. I remember when we went to that one book signing when I was a little kid.
You remember that?
Yeah. I mean, people in the audience seemed so excited and nervous to get to ask her their questions right there in person. Sometimes when I'd ask Grandma for advice, she'd start off with, "Don't tell Millie," but I think she saved her special advice for me.
Well, she could have given some advice to herself and realized that taking out 3 mortgages on her house wasn't such a good idea.
Right. I'll pick up plunger. Not got anything with... Oh, fedora.
Ooh, so dapper. Was this Grandpa's?
Everything's gonna have something to be said about it. It's just some of it's just random. Oh god, that pic, the bloody drawing. That is creepy. Dustpan, ain't gonna have anything, is it? Fuse box, nothing in there.
Grandpa Leo was
An inspector for the county.
What's that mean?
He inspected things for the county.
Oh, great, Mom. Thanks.
Commercial buildings, mostly. When we were driving around town, he'd point out the ones he'd inspected. I remember he was very proud of inspecting the department store. You know, the big one on Old Main Street. Every foot of electrical, fire sprinklers, alarm system, everything. He'd say he was the only thing keeping half the buildings in town from burning down. Electrical fires are no joke.
It's a cute little pen holder. Nothing in there. Water boiler. Paint. Oh, what's this? Clipped up article. Leo Lambros, aged 43 years, of Orinson, Greenville, MI, died July 28, 1968 at Alexandria Regional Hospital. He was a veteran of Second World War, serving as a surveyor with the 173rd Field Artillery Battalion, scouting out enemy positions from the front lines. He later worked for Greene County as a building inspector. Surviving are his wife, Helen Lambros, and his daughters, Opal and August Lambros. Funeral arrangement under the direction of the Milton Family Funeral Home. Fanken are complete. Sorry if I butchered that. I have no idea what that said. Wonder you said that. I just thought that was like a silent F or something. Okay, I've looked at everything down here. Okay. Outside access. Oh, this is quite nice. Okay, we can't go in the garden. There's a kitchen though. Pick up photo.
We did our best, but the results were... Ugh.
What's that say? Glad I had you there to supervise my baking skills. I like baking. Baking and cooking.
Who are these people? Mom's friends?
Dorothy Jean Haverman and Nathaniel Edgar Borge wanted to share in the joy of their wedding celebration on Saturday, the 9th of June 2002 at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I've gotta take more pics with Francine this year. We're so cute. Maybe I should start carrying a camera around.
Let's open the freezer. Cool wallpaper. I'm being nosy and I'm just looking around everywhere. Got lots of cleaning stuff. God, I thought she dropped it on the floor then. I'm gonna say oops. When she puts it back, it's like she's dropping it. Cereal. What about the other one? Oh, I can't select the other one. I think there's anything in here, is there? Oh, ashtray. No.
No! Why isn't this in the fridge getting cold? Come on, Mom.
So she puts it exactly back even though she wants it cold. Oh, hang on, here we are. Photo.
Wow, was this taken right here? Cool. That's Grandpa?
Mm-hmm. Probably only a year before he died.
Of a heart attack?
Yeah, very sudden. But I guess that's how heart attacks are.
So you have to look after your heart. You never know when one can strike. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The character designs in this, like, the realistic part of this is cool, but I'm actually really enjoying the character design. It reminds me a lot of the art style in Broken Sword. I love that game. I've played nearly all of them. I want to play them on the channel, to be honest, but I can't seem to get them on the consoles I've got. Oh, who's been smoking?
Mom, please quit already.
Her mom. At least she doesn't smoke. Smoking is not a good thing to do.
What? No one bought this masterpiece? I'm downright offended. I made this when I was, what, 4?
At Frankenmuth.
Yeah, at that pottery demonstration they did. They'd call little kids up from the audience and show them how to do it. I was so excited. I was jumping up and down, waving my hand, because I knew that Grandma likes pots.
She kept it up on this display shelf with all her other pieces all those years since you gave it to her. Oh, come on.
It's okay.
Let's keep on to it.
I think I'm gonna hold on to it. Grandma held on to it all this time. She wouldn't have wanted me to throw it away.
Wow. A few pieces of pottery that my mom collected from around the world are still here. I'm surprised they didn't all sell. I think this one is from South America. I'm not sure which country. And this one's Japanese.
I never even left the country. Why haven't we ever gone anywhere cool?
Niagara Falls isn't cool.
It isn't Japan.
Well, it's a lot easier to drive to Niagara Falls than Japan. Cheaper, too.
But wouldn't it be fun? Me and you, an intercontinental mother-daughter adventure?
Maybe an intra-continental adventure.
I'm thinking of a certain place. Somewhere warm and southwestern. Somewhere where, say, my own father currently resides.
Listen, we've discussed this. We're not going to Nevada to visit Penn. It's not gonna happen.
Well, what if I just went by myself?
By yourself? No way. It's a bad idea.
How come?
There's a bunch of reasons.
Like,
Like, I said so, and I'm your mother.
Hasn't she got tickets as well that she's not showing her mum? Yeah, that conversation's not gonna go well. There's the dad.
oh, how did this end up down here?
Huh. Must have been in a drawer of something that got sold.
This is from one of the first digs Dad and I went on.
It was kind of adorable how excited you both got about going on those digs.
I remember being so sure that we would actually find bootlegger gold. Or at least a clue about it.
Your dad. Well, at the very least, he certainly had a way of firing up your imagination. I'll give him that.
So they're separated. We'll probably end up finding a reason.
Did Grandma start dressing like this after you moved out of the house?
Mm-hmm. After my father passed, my mother, well,
Turned into a hippie.
a bit of a free spirit, let's say.
Doesn't look like that rubbed off on August much.
I think it might have. To push her in the opposite direction.
Whoa. No way. This is kinda cool.
Is this?
Some of the last pottery your grandmother made. Yep. After her fine motor skills started to go.
Oh.
It's still kind of beautiful. I miss her a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, good. Some of Grandma's pottery didn't get sold. I loved watching her at the potter's wheel when I was little. Had she been doing pottery her whole life?
Honestly, I think it's something else she picked up after my dad passed.
Like the advice column?
No, she was doing that since I was a kid.
Did Grandma... Was she ever with anyone else after Grandpa died?
Whoa, where did this come from?
Well, she just seems so vivacious. You'd think some man would be interested.
Yeah, no, not that I know of.
Can't mess with the note, can't mess with that, can't mess with that. Wanna go outside? No. Those windows are cool. Right, let's go upstairs.
Oh, hey. It's August. Ugh, exhausted. The state sale was a lot. But that's easy for you to say. Yeah, I remember. And the answer is still no. Well... The what? Oh, right. Right. Sorry, it hasn't exactly been at the front of my mind. Yeah, it's around here, somewhere. No, it's fine. Okay. Love you. Bye. Unbelievable.
What did she say?
Nothing helpful.
Is she still not gonna help us with the house?
No. She was just calling to ask me to find some book of hers.
Any idea where it could be?
It must be upstairs somewhere, in your grandma's things. It has a red and black cover, white block lettering. I'll know it when I see it.
Okay, let's go.
And Olga's called Mum looking for some book that's important to her for some reason. Apparently it's probably somewhere upstairs. Okay, well that's exactly where we were going anyway, before that phone call. Okay, that was our room. That's the one that we're not going into now. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, might as well just check this room first then. Oh, it's the bedroom and bathroom. Did she used to smoke as well, or is that just her mum that's been doing it? Nothing in there. I'm a ghost, got no reflection.
Oh, somebody bought Grandma's old writing desk?
And her typewriter. He said he was an advice columnist too, and wanted to use them for his writing. He said your grandmother was a real inspiration. He left a very nice note.
And a lot of money?
Well, it was just an old desk.
But it had sentimental value.
For us, maybe.
And for him, obviously. Can I see the note?
Sure.
Oh, Paul, your mother has always been an inspiration, not just to me, but to an entire generation of writers and readers. Can't tell you how much peace she's brought me over the years. To be able to write where she did, well, I hope a little of her magic crosses over to me. Yours, Ben Gerber.
Well, okay. I guess it's alright that he got it.
Glad you approve.
Ooh. Dear Millie, a farewell from Millie. Dear readers, it's been a delight and honour and privilege to write to you over the years. Few people are lucky enough to say that they love their job, and I'm grateful to be one of them. I've learned so much from all of you, and I hope I might have taught you all a little something too. When I open your letters each week, I'm always struck by your passion, your drive to succeed and do better. We've talked about the worst of humanity and much more of the best, and you all will be an inspiration to me for the rest of my days. Even as this column comes to a close, hope you'll still consider me a friend. I know I'll consider you one. Yours, Millie. Have you received advice from Millie? If you have a story of how Millie changed your life? Okay. Sad. What's that?
I remember hiding in here with a flashlight to read my books when I was a little kid and we were visiting Grandma.
And a box of crayons, apparently.
We'd come to visit and I'd hunker down in here for hours. some kind of game in my head, I guess. I'd be hiding in here, and I'd hear Grandma out there in her room, typing away or just reading in bed. I know she knew I was in there, but she'd always pretend not to know. And I'd pretend she had no idea I was hiding. I don't know why. I just liked the feeling of knowing she was out there.
I've only slipped away into the next room. Somewhere very near. Just around the corner.
The poem you read at Grandma's funeral.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cute. Sure, we've all drawed on walls when we were younger. Around here. It's a nice little area. Pick up letter.
Hey, Mom! Actually, maybe I should just put this back.
Oh, Paul, sorry to hear that Mom's doing worse. I've been thinking about her a lot lately. I know this is a sore spot, so it's the last time I'll bring it up. I really wish you'd let me help with Mom's medical bills. I get that you'd rather have me there in person to help, but I just can't get away from work long enough to make that happen. I'm sorry that money's the only thing I can provide right now, but that's just the situation we're in. If you're stressed out about everything you have to do, you can always send Tess down here for a weekend again. I love having her around. Call me if there's anything new with Mom. Of August.
I am the very model of a modern major general. La 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 da 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 mineral. What's this?
Oh, it's a hook pole thing to pull down the hatch to the attic.
Could August's book be up in the attic? With Grandma's things?
Could be.
Alright. We can go up there, but you go first.
Found a weird hook pole thing. What the heck do you call these things anyway? Well, at any rate, I should be able to use it to pull down the steps to the attic. And that's probably where the book's going to be, in the attic. Because there's no book anywhere else, so it's got to be in the attic.
Okay, come on up!
Damn, it's dusty. Now, where's that book?
Oh, you can even see the dust particles. That is cool. Magazines. Lots of old magazines. Read. Swing into spring. Okay, put that back. Oh god, that is creepy, Del.
Okay, well this is just creepy stuff. Why are these up here?
You'd rather they were downstairs?
Good point.
From in the bin. Oh, can I get around that? Yes. Oh, dog bowl. Laddie. Or lady. Be lady, wouldn't it?
What's
Book.
under here?
Here, let me grab that. I'll put it up here to look through. Yeah, there's a bunch of old stuff in here.
Mom,
Hold on,
What?
it might still be here somewhere.
there's something...
Here it is. Maybe if your dad had read this, he wouldn't have stopped working at the video store.
Mom! What's in there?
Oh. Okay, forget about August's book. We found a weird suitcase in a secret compartment in the attic. Did Grandma Helen hide it there? Why? The answers may lie within. What is this? I wanted to look in the book. I want to look for the books. Anything else for me to look at first?
Oh, Grandpa Leo was a bowler? He and Dad have that in common.
What do you mean?
Dad loves bowling,
No, he doesn't.
but he's always wearing those bowling shirts. Didn't he used to be in a league or something?
Honey, he just thinks those shirts make him look hip.
Bowling shirts? Are you kidding? I thought he must have so much bowling pride that he wore those shirts around in spite of them being obviously not cool.
No, they're definitely a fashion statement. I think he got the idea from that movie Swingers.
This explains so much.
Like why you never once saw him actually bowl?
Yes.
What the hell? Is that the wedding dress?
Whoa. Grandma's wedding dress?
I wore it on my wedding day too. And you can wear it when you get married.
Definitely.
I knew you would.
Well, you didn't know.
Oh, I knew. I've always thought this was such a beautiful dress, and I'd always wanted to hand it down to you. Like your grandmother handed it down to me.
Those sound like you reasons.
Well, you just said you definitely want to wear it for your wedding, so I guess they're you reasons, too. What?
Mom, do you ever think that maybe sometimes I just say things I know you want me to say?
So you don't want to wear the dress?
I don't know. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna get married.
Well,
I just...
In the future, please don't patronize me. I don't want you to tell me something just because you think it's what I want to hear. You're better than that.
Better than that? I just... If I don't say what you want me to say, you don't take no for an answer.
So when I asked if you wanted your grandmother's wedding dress, you said yes, but you meant no. I understand. You were just telling me what I wanted to hear. You don't want the dress. I get it.
I mean... But it's a nice dress. It meant a lot to Grandma. And to you. Isn't that enough?
Oops. Right, sort this out. Suitcase.
Ah, this is just some junk from the old summer house.
Your family had a summer house?
Well, it was more of a cottage, I guess. We spent the summers up there for a long time.
And you've never taken me to visit?
Well, I haven't been there since I was your age. We just stopped going one summer. The summer after my dad died. I think there were just too many memories there.
Oh my god.
What?
Aren't you seeing it?
Seeing what?
Right here. Behind them? That's a freshly covered hole.
Uh-huh.
It's obviously the location of the buried bootlegger gold.
In our backyard, you mean?
Indubitably.
Lady probably buried a bone there.
Dogs don't really do that. Only cartoon dogs do that.
Only cartoon dogs bury bones, but real-life bootleggers bury gold in people's backyards? In 1968?
It was a different time, Mother.
Sure.
Oh, what's all this? Postcard. Read, dental and dance. No, flip over. What's that say? This space will write message. We'll be together soon. I love you. And we're going to love our new life together, free and happy.
Well, whoever this guy was, it sure seems like he and Grandma had something pretty intense going on. Was Grandma Helen in some kind of secret relationship?
No! Not the Helen I knew.
Intrigue. Grandma, what were you up to? Weird little rocks.
Ah, these little stones were from the stream near the summer house.
You painted them?
Me and August. The rocks from the stream were so smooth, but I forget why we painted them.
You were really that bored, huh?
There weren't many TV channels back then.
Tragic.
I guess they're going to the summer house next. Sunglasses.
Grandma's sunglasses? Vintage. Can I keep them?
You think they're your style?
Yeah.
Sure. Just be careful with them.
I'll guard them with my life. Hip van.
I did love that van. The engine died for good while we were visiting the summer home, so I just turned it into my bedroom after that.
You slept in a broken down van?
Well, the summer house was small, and I always had to share a bedroom with August. When I realized I could have my own space just by sleeping out in the van, it was a no-brainer.
Did you, like, redo it to be like a bedroom inside?
Yeah. Your grandfather pulled the seats out for me, and I set up a little bed frame with a mattress and all sorts of posters and pillows and shelves and things like that.
Wow, that's actually cool. Could I do that? With our car?
No!
Pick up papers. This one of my daughters gave me a tremendous shock. She's married. Apparently her colleague, Beau, and her tied the knot without my knowledge. She claims that they wanted to skip the wedding to save up for a house, but I'm very hurt by her exclusion. She knows that I've dreamed of a big wedding for a long time. How can I convince her that a marriage founded in secrecy will never last? Dear Mift, of the battle of being a parent is allowing your children to make their own mistakes. Only time will tell if the marriage will stick, and the only thing you can do is make the best of it. Consider the weight your daughter's been under. Keeping this under wraps. We all have our secrets, myself included, and to not be able to tell even our closest loved ones can feel absolutely suffocating. While it can be hard to see a child make such a foolish mistake, the best thing mother can do is bite her tongue. Yours, Millie. Question 2. My husband rekindled a relationship with his high school crush, a girl he hadn't seen since his Air Force days. They're both married, and he told me they're just friends. Against my better judgment, I supported it, and they started spending more and more time together. Well, I should have trusted my gut. Coming home early from grocery shopping, I caught them in the act. Now I'm at a loss. My friend says get divorced. My mother says to stay together for the children. What can I do? Dear Hopeless, nothing's harder than having your marriage fall apart before your eyes. Trust me, I know. It's hard to say what's worse, the sense of betrayal or the realisation you've been had. Divorce is a tricky subject, no doubt about it. I'll tell you one thing though, there's always time to start anew. Abandonment and freedom are two sides of a coin.
Did Grandma write these?
During the last summer, we visited the cottage.
Was she okay?
Looks like her editor didn't think she was. It was only a year after my father died. I think Millie was still figuring things out, too.
It must have been hard.
I'm sure it was. They've been married 20 years?
I meant for you.
Oh, right. I mostly just tried not to think about it.
That doesn't seem very healthy.
It got me through.
Says another burglary last night in what state police are investigating is a series of crimes carried out by a single organised group. Once again there were no signs of forced entry and nearly all of the valuable jewellery was taken over. $100,000 worth of merchandise. Local girl scared to take trip to beach. What's this? Dear Millie. Dear Millie, recently a close personal friend of mine confided in me that she's having an affair on her husband. I love them both dearly and I'm not sure if it's better to let the husband know or keep the wife secret. Dear Doubtful, situations like these are painful for everyone involved. There's never an easy out. Keep in mind this is her secret to keep and not yours. Keep your loyalties where they lie. Dear Millie, I know you've promised never to share your oatmeal. Okay.
Whoa. There was a crime spree?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, department stores and fancy clothing shops. Places kept getting robbed. The police couldn't figure out how the crooks were pulling it off. It went on for, well, it felt like months.
So what happened? Did they get caught?
Now that I don't remember.
And we got the diary.
Grandma's diary? Should we?
Oh, I don't think we should really...
Oh, Grandma wouldn't have cared. I'm dead. What difference does it make to me? I can hear her saying it now.
Read. Aren't any help, they think they're being good neighbours, but if anyone should know where the path of good intentions leads, it's these church ladies. Children carry on best they can, Opal is caught up in her own teenage dramas as usual, almost as if it were any normal summer. August does run me a bit, she's becoming caught more and more in her imagination. Wish I could help her, but there's so much I can't say. It's becoming a challenge keeping my correspondence with XXX concealed. It's only a matter of time till we're together again, in person. But to hold it in it all side, not telling us all, it's almost too much. But he knows and I know soon enough the waiting will be over and this will all be in the rear view. What? But the past, Leo's dead, all that matters now is our future together. A key?
What is this? So, Grandma and this guy were definitely together before Grandpa died? And they were gonna run away together? You never heard about this?
No, this is...
And what is this key to? Why is it hidden in here?
something at the summer home, I assume?
Okay, well, now we've gotta go check the old place out. To find out who this mystery man was. Don't you want to know?
I don't know, Tess. We still have so much to do around here.
Come on. It'll be fun. An adventure.
I still need to call Tina at the theater and finish cleaning out the fridge.
Come on. We never get to do stuff together. You spend all your time at the theater, and I spend all my time in school. When was the last time we were able to do something? To talk? Well, you do want to know, don't you? I can see it, Mom. I can see it in your face.
You know, a little change of scenery would be nice.
Ha, that's the spirit.
We could spare a weekend before we have to move for a little road trip, right? To tie up some loose ends.
Right.
And some of those little towns along the way are great for antiquing.
Yeah, sure.
All right, it's a deal. Let's hit the road and see what we find. I could really use a break from all this, even if it's just for a weekend. Pack your overnight bag.
Yes!
And bring your homework. I don't need you falling behind at school.
What about August's book?
We can FedEx it to her when we get back.
Okay. A road trip! This is gonna be great.
We're on the road to the secret summer home to find out what's the deal with Grandma Helen's mystery man. Who knows what we might find. It might be a while before we get there though. I think this is a good stopping point. In the next one we'll continue on the road and get to the summer vacation and see what is going on with Grandma Helen's mystery man. Anyway guys, thank you all for watching. Until next time, take care.